being. To the hills and the valleys, the mountains and the glades, the rivers, the deserts, the trees, the flowers, the seas, and the ever-changing seasons that define the face of our native country, which never fails to lay a firm foundation for the effective implementation of our projects.
Like a baobab tree, Enactus continues to grow stronger, forming rings of success annually. Since 2009, the Zululand region continues to be awoken by the beating drum of entrepreneurship. Through Enactus, we put our hearts, our minds, even our souls on the smallest acts. This is the secret in our success. Greetings, I am Sanele Dlamini.
Phumlani Sithole.
Ziyanda Kono.
Tembelani Zulu.
And I am Tabile Mluli.
For the past 7 years of our existence, we have persevered through hardships and failures, through doubts and defeats, but we continue to provide hope and lasting solution for our communities. Year after year, we have replicated our success stories with the primary aim of providing ample opportunities.
Since the expansion of Enactus to Richards Bay campus, we have increased our membership to 400. This is a drastic increase in our membership. This has also resulted in our team running 9 active projects.
From our 9 active projects,
we're presenting 2 of our projects.
Isikala Simpumelelo project.
And the Maritime project.
Our project implementation model is divided into 5 phases.
Phase 1, study.
Phase 2, save.
Phase 3, share. Phase 4, support.
And Phase 5, sustain.
South Africa has an informal sector which contributes positively to the creation of employment opportunities. Currently, South Africa's unemployment rate continues to increase, and a large population is dependent on social grants. In the province of KwaZulu-Natal, at the center of the Zululand region, lies Richards Bay, one of our fastest growing industrial development zones.
However, a large portion of the Zululand region is faced with unemployment, poverty, and illiteracy, which results to a mass population living in less than 10 rand per person per day. As more businesses continue to be established, a large portion of the population is economically inactive.
What do you say to a rural woman who was never sat on a desk in front of a teacher?
A woman deprived of economic opportunities.
Or a woman who carries the nation on her shoulders but is unable to care for herself.
This is a story of 5 women determined to change their lives against all odds. Now these women aren't just household leaders, but also a clear example of women doing it for themselves. Our team found it fitting to establish Isikala Simpumelelo project, which means the beginning of success. This project is situated at Richards Bay Taxi-Rank and aims at empowering and creating an economic identity for women in the informal business sector, specializing in indigenous food.
Enactus went to the Richards Bay Taxi-Rank and met 5 dedicated women who were determined to provide indigenous food, such as steamed bread, tribe, and oxcal. We then conducted a needs analysis with the aim of tackling the socio-economic challenges faced by the informal sector. Now the following challenges were discovered: lack of financial and business management skills. The participants were unable to record their transaction, allocate a budget, and reinvest into their business due to lack of financial control systems being implemented. Furthermore, the environment was not conducive due to littering.
Our team developed and implemented a strategic plan. In accordance with this plan, Enactus conducted a production capacity building workshop in partnership with Joylani Butchery, hospitality management experts, and our very own University Campus Clinic. The main aim of this workshop was to equip our participants with proper preparation of food, best hygiene, cleaning practices for their business, and market identification, which will enable them to segment their markets and define their niche.
But this wasn't the end of our intervention. Driven by the passion to make a difference, Enactus University of Zululand facilitated a second cooperative business workshop. This workshop had the following deliverables. Our participants were trained in cooperative business operations, which included basic business management, strategic marketing, cooperative registration, and their formalities. After all our training, our participants received certification. Indeed, skills were transferred.
Through our tireless intervention, we have assisted and coordinated the registration of the business, turning into a legal cooperative business that is Isipho Sethu Multipurpose Cooperative.
Our participants can now keep their books through monthly financial statements.
Through the network sessions which were facilitated by our team, we have secured partnership with Zululand Butchery, which is now financing the mobile kitchen for the business. Potentially, this will create 3 employment opportunities, which will result in a total of 8 employees within 2016. The city of Enactus municipality also gave a permit to these 5 women. Indeed, dreams do come true for even such rural women.
Our participants have increased their customer base by 67% through a marketing campaign, which was conducted by our team. This was achieved through creating a Facebook page, flyers, posters, and word of mouth. This has significantly increased their sales and also allowed customer interaction with the aim of improving the product.
In just 6 months, Enactus Zulu continues to inspire hope and enabling entrepreneurial action in our communities.
Before our intervention, this project rooted from humble beginnings of just 16,800 rand in monthly revenue. Through our intervention, their monthly revenue impressively increased to 28,800 rand, which is a 58% increase in revenue.
Through this project, we have formalized employment for 5 women. The confidence levels of our participants have increased from the findings of our customer survey and feedback mechanisms. These breadwinners and household leaders are indeed doing it for themselves. Truly, our participants' standard of living and quality of life has been improved as women with no formal education can afford to take their children to school.
In our environmental sustainability plan, we have introduced a triple R method to our participants, whereby they reduce littering, reuse bottles, and have managed to recycle 1 ton of collective cans.
The quality of life of our participants has definitely improved as they can now look after their children. On average, each of our participants looks after 9 children. What's in Namafazi?
What's in Mbogoto?
You strike a woman, you strike a rock.
Let us take you through an aquaculture journey of our second project, the Maritime Project.
The National Marine Aquaculture sector is developing and contributes towards creating employment. In 2011, the sector employed close to 1,600 full-time employees on farms. This translates to a 2% increase in the sector's workforce status.
KwaZulu-Natal ranks 4th place in the fish exports, with less than 500,000 worth of fish being exported annually. Having our very own district, Utumbula being the 3rd largest contributor to KZN fish. Nevertheless, this sector hasn't tapped into its full potential due to lack of financial and technical support.
More freshwater fish farms in tropical Africa operate on minimum investment and infrastructure. These farms are also subjected to limited financial support services, shortages of expertise, lack in marketing services, and high production costs.
Then what defines the success of the sector? With the vast experience in the industry and self-reliant attitude to make the best with his livelihood assets, Mr. Ngema has the essentials for success.
During last year's World Fisheries Day, our team held an awareness campaign on illegal fishing. This is where we met Mr. Ngema, a dedicated family man who worked as an aqua farmer for over 20 years until he was retrenched. But Mr. Ngema did not sit back and wait for handouts. He saw an opportunity, took a risk, and established Sopota Fish Farm, which focuses on breeding and harvesting tropical and edible freshwater fish for commercial purposes.
Enactus Zulu conducted a needs assessment, where we identified that the absence of pond nets is a direct impact on the decrease in fish production due to the easy access of frogs and crabs, which eat the cultured fish. Moreover, high fish mortality rates and low fish breeding during winter has resulted in a shortfall in supply and ultimately in the farm's income.
On the second phase of our needs assessment, we discovered that Mr. Ngema did not develop a proper organizational structure, that he had poor financial management systems, and lacked proper business documentation. This consequently led to him losing more than 70,000 rand in finances.
Challenged by these findings, Enactus Zulu strategically developed and implemented a 3-year intervention plan.
In accordance to this plan, which was created in 2015, our team organized a business management skills workshop.
We then developed a business plan, compiled a business profile, and implemented a marketing strategy, which led to an 82% increase in revenue.
In addition, we assisted Suffolk Fish Farm to tap into the foreign markets through the Zululand Department of Trade and Industry.
Moreover, we helped secure 500,000 rand from the Department of Trade and Industry.
Through our partnership with the Tungulu district, Suffolk Fish Farm received marketing exposure at the business trade fair. The business also entered a competition and won 125,000 rand.
Through the small successes of Mr. Ngema's business, he decided to mentor 15 community members into the aquaculture industry, while inspiring 53 learners through our Investing in Young Entrepreneurial Minds initiative.
In 2015, Suffolk Fish Farm had an initial monthly income of less than 10,000 rand and has increased to an impressive 53,310 rand per month. In 2016, due to supplying to other farms and various companies, the farm now has a monthly turnover of 133,000 rand, which has enabled him to invest more than 300,000 rand in stock during the first quarter, which will sustain him for 12 months.
Furthermore, in 2015, the farm created 7 job opportunities. Currently, in the first and second quarter, they plan to recruit 13 young people, and in the third and fourth quarter, they will recruit 13 young people for the end of the year. That will total employment to 24 full-time employees. That will also be a 71% increase of job employment from last year.
With such great financial success, Suffolk Fish Farm is encouraged to consider its environmental footprint by installing new pipes, which ultimately led to the saving of 125 litres of water per month. We also discovered new conservative fish feeding methods, which uses fruits and vegetables to improve fish health. These new fish feeding methods are both cost-effective and non-toxic to the fish. Furthermore, Suffolk Fish Farm cautions the conservation of endangered fish, which ultimately positively impacts the ecosystem.
In 2016, working with the university's public planning and work departments, we conducted a health and safety inspection, resulting in Suffolk Fish Farm being sponsored with working suits, plastic cell and cement towards infrastructural development of the business.
Furthermore, through our assistance, the University of Zululand's Department of Business Management also sponsored with 1 computer to ensure financial recording and proper business documentation.
In partnership with the Richards Bay Development Zone, we have assisted Suffolk Fish Farm with the sponsorship of 20,000 rand for this business equipment.
In these exciting times, times of technology, Enactus remains relevant. As a result, our team developed a mobile application which vested intellectual property rights to the team. This app contains geo-targeting features which will allow Mr. Ngema to easily identify customers with location-specific and time-sensitive messages, integrating this technology into a mobile application. Suffolk Fish Farm can now decrease their expenses, narrow their focus, and deliver their targeted advertisement to consumers while increasing customer confidence and revenue.
Through proper documentation and networking, Suffolk Fish Farm is in the process of acquiring a 6 million rand grant from the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development during the course of this year. The grant is divided into 2. The first 3 million will be used towards infrastructure development, which will impact the livelihood assets of the business, and the remaining 3 million will be used to access new markets as well as expansion.
The farm can now also supply varieties of stockfish by adding koi and goldfish with the further prospects of adding prawns. This has then led to 111 fish ponds being used. That is a 71% increase from last year, due to aquarium plants being sold for 500 rand per bucket. That's at an additional 5,000 rand in the monthly income.
Suffolk Fish Farm is growing strength by strength. This is not only evidence in the farm's increase in workforce, but also in the business management practices and customer confidence. The team's dedication and commitment has managed to empower Mr. Ngema into transforming aquaculture knowledge into operating a successful and sustainable enterprise.
Mr. Ngema has sponsored the tertiary education of 10 young people in the community to help further their dreams. Uba Ngema, indoda emadodeni, a man amongst men and a pillar of his community.
With the aim of improving the standard of living and quality of life, ours is a story of transformation of entrepreneurial power. We share with the prospect of a brighter and self-fulfilling future of this country as we continuously engage in making this ideal a reality as faithful and socially responsible stakeholders. The support of our endeavors ranges from the threshold of our prestigious university to various governmental structures. Indeed, we have made a considerable effort to fulfill our mandate as a team.
2016 has been a year of improving the quality of life and the standard of living of our participants. Now, let us break it down to numbers.
217 is our direct impact, with having 270 as our indirect impact.
9 is the number of actual projects implemented in the year 2016, and our region continues to be awoken by the beating drum of entrepreneurship.
400 is the number of active members, which constitutes 30% of first-year students, making our team sustainable.
34 is the number of employment opportunities created this year. Enactus is economically aware.
Over 1,450 cans collected and 125 liters of water saved in our reuse, reduce and recycle strategy. Enactus is environmentally aware.
6,217,000 is the injected financial support for our participants from 9 strategic partnerships. Indeed, we are economically aware.
7 is the number of workshop trainings to result in high-level skills being transferred and enable confidence in our participants. Our team is socially aware.
10 community members have been granted access to tertiary education through the Maritime Project, while 17 have been given access to basic education through the Carlos and Kumelelo Project.
11,337,000 is our team's media impression. Now, these are not just numbers to impress, but a demonstration of what a dedicated team can achieve in just a single year.
Our existence is not for human eyes, but for our participants.
Who see us as Bible
The
graders.
Nehemiahs of today.
Who rebuilt for the Lord.
We learn, we inspire, we have fun, but most importantly,
We connect.
And together we are
Enactus.